Hello, Ali here with Studio Katia today, showing you the Birthday Balloons Duo Stencil in a shaker pocket using some texture paste. I'm first going to take the mini SLIMLINE Small Hearts cover die and cut out my background here. The Birthday Balloons Duo Stencil has two stencils here. I'm going to mask off the edges of my background with some low-tack tape and play around with the placement of the stencils till I'm happy. Now I'm going to use a blending brush and some Lost Shadow Distress Oxide ink for my first layer. For the second stencil, I decided to use some black texture paste and mix it with some glitter. I did that on a separate palette, making sure it all mixed together. When using texture paste on my stencils, I like to have soapy water nearby to put the stencil in immediately. Now I'm applying the paste using a palette knife and I'm going to remove the stencil. Remove the mask and set aside to dry. I added some balloon strings using the fine tip of a Tombow marker. Now I'm taking out a mini SLIMLINE shaker pocket. I'm going to remove the thin protective layer from the shaker pocket. Using a bone folder, I am going to fold over the flaps of the shaker pocket. Using our CRAFTY adhesive tape, I'm going to put 2 pieces of tape on each flap here so that it's ready. Now I'm going to take a white gel marker and add some details to the balloons. I'm taking out the chunky numbers dies and I'm going to separate them with my CRAFTY metal snips. My card is for a 40th birthday, so I'm using the 4 and the 0 on some silver foil paper. I'm using a sentiment from the birthday greeting stamp set, and I'm going to put it onto a round stamping block that has that really nice etched line there for alignment. I'm cutting out a banner in black from Mini SLIMLINE Set 1, and I will heat emboss my sentiment in white. I'm going to play around with my placement here, and then I will adhere the banner with some CRAFTY adhesive tape and the 40 with some liquid glue. I will wait until the card is fully assembled in order to trim my banner to size. I chose some silver POLKA Fusion, which just might be my favorite in this card, some Silver Fever confetti and Black Magic confetti. I'm going to adhere 3 of my flaps to the card base and leave the top open. I really like dumping my embellishments into the triangle trays just to control the amount that's actually going in, because sometimes I'm not always sure. This way you're not dumping the entire bag of embellishments in and then having to pick through them. You can see here that I started by adding a bit of the Black Magic confetti, played around with it to see, and then chose to add a little bit more. When you're happy with the amount of embellishments, seal up that final end with the bone folder. I'll now attach my shaker pocket to a card base using some CRAFTY adhesive tape. Thank you for joining me today to check out how you could use the Birthday Balloons Duo Stencil to turn it into a fun shaker pocket card. You can find more information at studiokatiablog.com. See you next time!